Hi everyone, it's Kat. I'm here with a little project I've been working on as part of the design team for Lavender Blu. So Lavender Blu used to be known as Red Deer Printables, so a bit of a name change. And this is my first design team project, which I'm really excited about. So I've been playing around with her captured Moth Specimen cards and also the butterfly specimen cards as well. So this is what I've done so far. I've just made a little bit of a journal card there, and I also thought this would be really neat to put on a page as a pocket. So glue that down, and then I made a little tag that you could slide up and down, and then I've made this one here as well, and then I made this one here and I added a little chain on it so you can just hang that in a journal or something like that. So I thought I'd have a bit of a play and show you maybe a couple of little examples of how I put this together. But so this is one sheet, and I've been cutting out all the other sheets. So that's pretty much what you do. You obviously print it out on some cardstock, and then you just cut out your card. Now with the moth cards, I've noticed, because I was watching Fiona's video on her YouTube channel, and she's actually designed these cards so they're exactly even, meaning with her butterfly ones, you cut them out and then you'd have to get some cardstock and tracer template to do the back part of it as well. But with the moth ones, she sized them and shaped them exactly the same so that you can cut both out and they will fit together. So I thought we'd have a go, and I'll show you what I did. So yeah, I cut out my two cards, and I thought I would go with the moth one. And so I've got some acetate sheets here that I've trimmed to size, which it's 6 centimeters across and 9 centimeters long. I'm not sure what that is in inches, sorry. Oh yes, I might have my ruler here. So in inches, we're looking at 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So I've also got a mica sheet here that I got a while ago on Etsy. If you're interested, I can link the supplier for that. He was a really great guy, and he was very reasonable on postage. So I've got my two cards that I've cut out, and all I'll do now is just kind of, they're already inked, but I just ink them slightly again, just to get rid of any of the white little edges from where I've been cutting them out. These are so neat, guys. They just turn out so beautifully. And I had a bit of an idea, and I was having a bit of a chat to Fiona as well, and she's going to create some different ones for different themes, so that's really exciting. I'll also just quickly ink up this little moth here. I love this one actually. So I hope you guys are doing well. Weather's been warming up here in Perth. We're coming to the end of our winter. Now, first things first, what I'll do, now, as far as glue is concerned, you can use tacky glue, but I recently got this art glitter glue, and I love the little tip on it. I had to source it down because it can be quite expensive for us here in Australia, but a friend of mine sort of showed me a site to get it from. So I don't know, it seemed to be the cheapest one that I could find. But I love it. Now that I've been using it, I just think it's amazing stuff. So I've just glued those two together. Okay, and what I'll do is just get my distress ink, and I'll just where, you know, we've glued it back to back, again, just any little white bits, I just quickly just go over and just edge those. I've got this little brush too that I've been using of late, which I really like. I got it really cheap. Craft Online, they had like 60% off. I think I got it for $20, and it's normally a lot more than that. So, and I'm really liking it. It's excellent for getting in these little nooks and crannies. But yeah, you know, just use a blending brush or whatever little tool that you've got. So I've done that, and I've inked my 2 cards. So what I found, because I've made a few of them now, I found the best thing was that if I just got 4 little dots and just put them in each corner like that, and the reason is because you don't want to be too heavy-handed with the glue, because you want to keep the acetate area, like the little window area, as free from little, you know, if you're too heavy-handed with the glue, it'll kind of seep in. So that's what I found best. So I'll put that one aside, and then now if I get my little acetate card here, sorry, I might just get my I'm just going to polish this up because it's got some finger marks on it. Right, so if you get your little moth here, whoops, and I just add a couple of little drops of this glue here just to keep it in place, and then just drop it down on the sheet there like that, and then I turn it over, and just with my thumb and my finger I just sort of press it in, but the glue will dry and you won't smooth that over. Just center it as much as I can. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. So now I'll how do I want to do this? I want to do it so that it's like that. That's it. So turn upside down, and then have your moth upside down, like facing you, if that makes sense, because I've done a few of these and I got them wrong. Now the other thing too I will point out is make sure you get this the right way up. So that's the right way. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because your numbers are that way and your script is that way, but I think she's designed it that it's like that. So I will do it that way. So drop that on there, and again, just slightly press those in and give them a minute to dry. So again, what I do is I just probably should have got some paper towel. Excuse my using of my sleeve here, but all I'm doing is I'm just polishing up that acetate, because once we seal it, it's sealed. So if you can kind of get the window as clean as possible, that's pretty good. All right, so I've got that like that, and then I will just checking, yep, so the numbers are that way, and yep, that's it. Okay, so then what I do is I get my glue, and it's easy as just going around like that, just a little skip of glue, and then I just pop that over the top like that and pick it up, and then just slide it sort of into place. There we go. Now that's a bit of the glue that's come through. That's what I mean. I don't know if you can see that there, but yeah, I try to avoid that, but that'll dry. That's okay. That does dry clear, so you won't see that. So we've got that, and then there's the little labels that you can put on top. Here they are. Okay, so we'll just edge these. Okay, I was trying to be organised, but that will only take 1 second. So then you can stick that one on the top. Let's get a little bit of glue, and then place that on the top. And there you have it. Another card done. So I think that looks pretty neat. Now, I like to stitch. I'm one of these people that likes to stitch. So I'm just gonna just go to my machine. Actually, before I do that, whoops, sorry. I will just quickly run this around the edge. Just to get rid of any little white bits. So I'll be back in a tick, and I will just stitch around the edges out a bit more, but as I said, that will dry. I've done quite a few of them now, and it definitely does dry. So there we go. That's one down. Now the other idea that I had with this was this little idea. So I thought I would do that quickly. So this one I've already edged, and I have got some craft tags that I've cut out already with some die cuts, and I just got some book pages. Now I just thought I would use quite like the tea dye on this one. So I just thought I would just quickly read what's on there. I reckon that's all right. There's nothing on there that shouldn't be. So I'll just sort of quickly just edge around with the Distress ink. And so as I said, this is the tea dye Tim Holtz Distress ink. So I'll put that one there. And distress around these edges. So this is just a little die cut that I've got that just gives little jagged edges, and I did that with the page as well. So what I did was I just sort of thought they looked pretty cool, just like that, just a bit off center like that. So what I'll do before I do that, I'll quickly just some distress on the edge of the tag here. And on the back, I always like to do the back as well. So I leave the back free for some journaling space. So just pop our little book page, little dictionary page down on the back here. Okay, that'll be enough. Okay, so I just do that one just a bit kind of crooked like that, and then I'll just do this as well. I just sort of do a skip, but I sort of try and get the edges and then just do a bit in the middle there. And then I thought we'll just do that kind of like that. I reckon that was pretty neat. So that's that, and then we'll get some acetate, make our little window. So this one I might just do like this, just really light on with the glue, and then just drop that like so. And I'm just trying to work out if that's glue or if that's paper. I think that's glue. Yeah, that's just a bit of glue. So there we go. We've got our little window, and then we've got our little tag that I thought we could pop that on the page. So glue that down on the page, and then we can put our little tag down in there. And we could put the specimen card label, or somewhere I have got, there we go. These are some little journal labels that Fiona made up as well. So how about if which one shall I go for? I quite like this one. I might just tear this. Quite like the script on this one here. There we go. And then again, we'll just get the distress ink. I always like to do the edge, and when you've got these white backgrounds like this, I always sort of like to just sort of, you know, just dirty it up a little bit like that, just to get rid of some of that white. And then we can just glue that down at the front. Okay. So there's that little idea. Just get that little bit there. There we go. I love this glue because finally it dries. No one ever tells you this. Well, I've not heard anything, but it dries, and it dries clear. It doesn't dry shiny. So I can see why so many people love it. So now with this one here, I had some little specimen numbers. Now what did I do with that? Let me go get some of that, just a sec. Okay, yeah, so I made these up because I actually made these up. I saw this, I was inspired on Pinterest, and I made these up ages ago, and so as a result I didn't have the stamp, so I downloaded some free font, and I made up a sheet of this because I thought I'm going to do this more often because I really like them. So I was really pleased to see this DigiKit in Fiona's shop. So when she asked which project we would like to, or I would like to do, I said, oh yeah, I'll have a go at this one. Now you know why, Fiona. So yeah, I'll just quickly just edge that. And that was printed on tea stain paper, so that's already not white. Okay, so I will stick that down there like that. And then all I need to do is just add, I've got some bamboo cord. that. Oh, I don't know if I didn't plan to do this on camera, so I hope I can do this quickly. Can be fumble fingers sometimes. Let's see if we get that. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll just thread that through like so. And there we have it, another little tag. So that was another idea. So I've got 2 of those now. And my other idea was, I don't know where the other bit to that is. Okay, so my other idea was, while I'm talking and getting it ready, I'll just ink these up. My other idea was, I'm into drying flowers, and I've got a couple from my garden, some petunias that have just dried so well. Just thought I would just do this as well. Oops. I tore a bit there, but that doesn't matter because we're going to glue it down so you won't see it. So just do these inside bits. Maybe it might be better to use this. But Fiona has inked and she's put all that on there for you, so you know you don't really need a lot, just a little bit, just to get rid of that white edge there. But I've noticed as well, sometimes just on the inside might be a good idea just to do a bit of this, so that if your cutting's not that great, like, you know, you're a little bit off with your cutting, it'll just disguise that white card there. All right, so what I was thinking was, let's do the first one. So let's just repair this little bit here. Okay, and we'll just put a little skip on there, 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 and there. Okay, and again, I'll just get my sleeve of my jumper just to polish up this acetate, just so it's nice and clean before we put anything down on it. Okay, so this one here, I've got these pretty pressed little petunias, and look at the colour. Look at the colour of that. So I want to stick them in there. So if I do, let me just clean this up using the old polishing cloth. Okay, all right, so that's looking okay. This must be from the mat, that it just picks up little bits and pieces, and you've got to be careful too with your fingers, like you put little smudges on it. So that's looking okay. So again, I just get my glue. Now just be careful with these because these are quite fragile. You can already see one's torn there a little bit, but I love the center bit of this. So I'm just going to put a couple of little drops there and put that one there like that. And then I thought this one here, my mum used to dry flowers, so I think that's why I've been starting to do that again, just in memory of her. And these petunias, I love these. I think they're called petunias. Assume they are. Okay, so we want that like that. So again, hope I'm in frame for all of this. Just put a skip there, skip there, skip there, skip there. And drop that down like so. Whoops, got a bit of glue on the acetate, but that's okay. Rub that away. Okay. And now I'll just glue like so. And because I like to stitch, now I've done this upside down, but as I said, it doesn't matter because the stamp is one way and the script is the other way, so it actually doesn't really matter how you do it. And there we go. We've got that like that. Now that's the back side, so that's the front side. So I guess the beauty with the way that Fiona has done these is that you can see the butterfly both sides, whereas with this one you can see the flower that way, and then that's all right. I mean, it's just the back part of the flower. So I'm going to just distress the edge like that, and just press that down. So again, a little bit of glue has come through, but that's okay, it will dry. Okay, so that's that. Now we can put a label on that. Trying to think what would be nice. I might put one of these on. It's got a nice blue background. Actually, this one I'll cut out. That's okay. I'll just distress that just with the edges, and you won't notice the little white bits. Okay, so that's that one. I'm going to try and put this up by the heater. I've got the heater blowing, so I'm going to try and get that to dry quickly. Put that over there. That should hopefully get dry. So my other idea was just with this mica. Let's get another couple. Yeah, this one here. What do you reckon, guys? I reckon if I do like that and do a tag underneath. Okay, back again. So yeah, quickly just cut out another butterfly image on the die cut. I'll just trim that up a little bit there. And yeah, I'll just do around the edges, because I'm really keen to work on this with this mica. I ordered it for another project and I didn't end up getting around to using it, so I'm pretty keen to see how this looks. I guess I don't need to do the inside because this one's just going to be a pocket, isn't it? Right, so just quickly do the edges like that. All right, I think we're finished with that one. Okay, so let's think about this because I haven't done this before. So mica is a natural product. It's made out of, gosh, I think it's silica. Don't quote me on that, but it's basically from the volcano. It's a natural product. And you can shear this, I believe, but these are pretty thin, so I might not worry about that. That's something I'll save off camera. So I'm going, but yeah, I like this one because it's clear, but it's also got these smoky sort of speckles through it, which is all natural. So I'm just going to put some glue up here, and then just put some glue down here. And then I'll get some glue in here. Let me just lift. There we go. I just thought it looked really neat with the butterflies in the background there. So I'll get my book pages again, and yeah, why not? Okay, so this one's, yeah, I'll do this one because it's got that little bit of writing up the top there. So this is like one of the first tutorials I know I did one like way back on the altered tins, but apart from that, I haven't done a tutorial, and that was really quick. So bear with me, guys, because I take my hat off to people that do tutorials. It's actually a little bit harder than what I thought it would be. This is my second run at it. I decided to completely can the first one that I did, and I'm doing it again. So I'm sure I will get better at these because I enjoy watching them, and I'd like to kind of give back as well. I've been doing journals for over a year now. Oops, gosh. And you know, I wouldn't say I'm a beginner. You know, I'm certainly not a seasoned, experienced person, but I've picked up a few tips along the way and just learning more and more. And if I can give back and come up with some ideas as well to contribute, I would love to do that. So let's get this on. But I'm really excited about my next project. I've already printed out my digi kit for that and already kind of planning it, and I'll be tea staining some paper for it. So yes, it'll be a journal, and it's something I've been planning for a while, and one of Fiona's kits has come out and it's just perfect for it, so I'm pretty excited. I might just put that like that. Alrighty, so again, I like that. Look at that. You know what? I think I might go get my diary. So, I'm just wondering, what do I want to do? Do I want to put that on there? Yeah, I like that. I think I'll stick with that label there. So quickly, as much as you're prepared, you still don't think about all these little things that you have to do. So now I have more of appreciation when people actually do tutorials on YouTube, because you think that you're organized, but then you think, oh, I didn't do that, oh, I didn't get that. So okay, so I'm going to stick that on there. Okay, so now I've got that. I'm not a real big fan of the tag, you know, the string tag. I sort of more like, and I did see them. I know where one is. It blew on the floor. I saw it earlier. So I think I might, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So I'll just glue that. And there's probably lots of silences in the video. Sorry, because I've been concentrating. So there we go. I obviously had that prepared for something else, because I use my scraps, and so I've obviously had some stamping or something on there. Whoops. down a little bit lower. No, it's gluing. Never mind. Never mind. What can I do? There we go. That'll sort that out. That's what happens when you kind of make little mistakes, isn't it? Then cover that up like that, and I think that looks really cute actually. And I'll just do one on the other side, and I'll just get rid of that white. I think I just found a thing. I think I'll do that again. I really like that a lot. There we go. How's that? All right, let's get it in my diary, because I really, really have liked how that has come up. Okay, so where am I up to now? I don't think, now you can see I've got my eco dyed paper here, so I reckon that's actually quite cool how that's worked out. Just trying to place it on my page where I want that. I reckon maybe down here. Yeah, so I think I'll just do that. So I'll stick that down on the page like that. Just hold it for a sec. It dries pretty quick, this glue. There we go. And there we go. What do you think? I think that's very pretty. Very happy with that. So that's that one there. So that comes out like that. Very happy with that one. So there you go, guys. That's my little take and playing around on things. So I've got a few more to make, and I'll continue and finish those off. But yeah, really happy with these, how these have turned out, and they are beautiful quality, and hope that's giving you some fresh ideas to use in your journals. I reckon they'd be excellent for botanical, for just ladies' journals, and nature journals. Yep, the whole lot. Well, that's all from me. Until next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.